Hey everybody, it's Alan from Eagle Al's 57. I'm out in the garage today. I got a little tech tip for you for a Holley carb rebuild. So let me just show you a little something here. Try and make your life a little easier. I just did a little tech video on another piece of the carburetor, but here's another one. On the new carburetors, they all have it already. Your secondary adjustments right here, this one. This is your primary. They got a nice screw right here. You can adjust it. On the secondaries, on the older ones, the only way you can adjust it, you have to flip the carburetor over. You'd have to stick the screwdriver in here and adjust it. And take the carburetor, put it back on the manifold, and see if that's enough. What I do, I actually take that screw out. Let me flip this thing all the way open here for you. And I turn the screw around this way. So all you have to do now is open the throttle all the way, so the secondaries open up, stick your screwdriver in there and make your secondary adjustment, because sometimes after you get all done, for whatever reasons, there's a ton of different reasons why it happens, but sometimes you really got to crank on the idle adjustment screws to get the idle up. The other trick is drill little holes in the throttle blades, lets more air in. You can turn back this screw here, because what happens when you keep turning this up to turn the idle up, these old butterflies here go past the transfer slots. So now you're not in the idle circuit anymore, you're in the idle and high speed circuit. So when you go to adjust the mixture screws, you can turn them in, turn them out, it doesn't do anything. That's because you're into the high speed side of the enrichment system. So what you got to do, you got to be able to get this idle adjustment back down so the throttle blade's shut enough. So that's why people drill holes in here back in the old days, because this stupid thing here was on the opposite side. It was such a pain in the ass to take the carburetor off, flip it around. So what they would do is just drill holes in here and hope for the best and make the adjustments here. So if you just take that screw out, sometimes it's a pain. WD-40 it, work it back and forth until you get the thing out. Put it through the top side and put a little bit of blue Loctite on it, because if you don't, the screw just is really easy and it'll just flop around. So you got to get something to hold it in there a little bit. You don't want to use red, because then you'll never get the damn thing out. So use some blue, and as it's starting to harden, just keep turning the screw back and forth so it breaks the strengthness of the blue a little bit. All you need is just a little bit of, so it doesn't move on you, just a little bit of resistance on that screw. So that's just another tech tip. And let me grab one other thing that I bought today. I bought this. This here is the transfer tube. The original transfer tubes are these. You got to put O-rings. You got to put O-rings on here. They call for one. I usually put two, because these things are such a pain in the ass, such pain, they always start to leak. They got a new style up now. The tube does not have this little bump out. It's smooth, and it has these big sleeves, rubber sleeves, that go into the fuel bowl, which is this baby right here. So that's going to be going into this hole here, which I already got this carburetor done. Right here, there's the big boot in there, the big boot in there. I think those are gonna actually work out great. Just changing them up, because if somebody has to do jetting on this afterwards, those O-rings are a real pain in the ass. So I'm hoping that this is gonna work out great. I'll let you know how that works out. But that's a little tech tip for today. And remember, burning rubber keeps you young. Hit my subscribe button, appreciate it. Have a great day. Oh, by the way, there's a 5.7 up on top on the lift. My new lift. Look at that thing, huh? Woo, doggy. Talk to you later.